I am so excited, you guys. Today I'm going to start painting the mural on the one wall in my art room. So this, it's probably not going to show up the best because I don't have great lighting in my art room yet. But this is a Behr Paint. It's called California Coral. And I just love it. And if it looks how it's looking in this viewfinder, it is not the same as it looks in person. So my desk is coming up to about here where this pencil line is. So I just went down a little bit because I wasn't sure first where the desk was going to be. And I didn't want it to be like, I wanted it to come down beyond the desk. So I did some sketches in chalk last night. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but I didn't do everything that I'm going to paint, and this may change as I'm painting as well. But I'm going to have some leaves and some vines. I don't know if you can see, but I sketched a bird with super long legs. He makes me happy. And then I'm going to see if I turn off a light, if you can see it better. I don't know. There's some flowers sketched. And again, like this one, I plan to have tons of lines in it, but I do want to sketch all the lines in chalk because it's going to be painted. And I have this mushroom, which also makes me very happy. And then a couple other mushrooms. So I thought I only sketched some big stuff first because I felt like that needed to get painted before I decided what else was going there. So yeah, I am so excited to get started on this. All I'm going to use is my Liquitex Basics paints. Like, I don't know if I want some like glazing type second layer. Maybe then I'll go in with some golden. But I'm just going to use my Liquitex Basics. And I think, well, I know I'm going to incorporate some of this California coral in some of the flowers. And I bought one black. It's carbon black. Because I find my Liquitex Basics black a little goopy. So, and I thought I might use a lot of it. So that's it. And I forgot to bring down my paintbrush. So I will record the painting process. Be kind. I don't do my hair and makeup when I'm just home on the weekends and not going anywhere. I like to give my face a break from the makeup, so it ain't gonna be pretty. Just thought I'd give you a little information in case you wanted to know. For the walls, I painted them Decorators white. I know white, to some white is white, but I don't feel that way. There's so many different shades of white out there with different undertones. And so I did research on what white was best to use. And I wanted it to be bright. I wanted it to be good for taking photos, and I will be filming videos. So I wanted the color to be good. And that's where I'm going with my art room. Like, the main overall color is going to be white, but that's why I did this one wall fun. I didn't want my room to be all plain one color. I wanted to have some fun in this room. So that's why I decided to paint this mural on this one wall. And I'm still going to find other ways to brighten it up and add some fun. I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint the door a different color instead of just white. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't want to get too crazy. Like my husband was saying, paint like it's a panel door. So he's saying paint each panel a different color, but I don't think that's me. I think I'd rather go for like a beautiful, rich color and just add that pop. So I haven't decided what color yet that the door will go. And there's also another wall in the room where my recliner will be going, and I'll be sitting all comfy cozy. And I'm thinking I may do something different on that wall as well, whether it's with paint or adding, I don't know, wallpaper or texture of some sort, like with wood or what. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but that will be another area of interest. So anyway, getting back to the white paint, I will try to find where I got the information, but when I was searching for the right paint, white paint to use in an art studio, I came across a post on Pinterest, and this woman, I believe she had more than one art studio, had gone through different colors of paint, different lighting, etc. And I just went with what she said, and I really like it. So again, I will try to remember. Actually, I'm going to write this note right here, right now, as I'm doing this voiceover. So find woman's post for the white paint. And I will link it down below in the description. Okay. That's the only way I'll remember. So yes, I went with Behr Ultra Scuff Defense in the color Decorators White, and I chose an eggshell finish. I'm not sure what she went with. I can't recall if I went with the same finish as she did or not. I don't tend to like really glossy paint, like the look of shiny glossy paint. So I usually go with a matte or an eggshell if I want it to be, I go with the eggshell if I want it to be a little bit more durable and be able to wipe it. So that's what I went with for that. And you saw that peachy color that I did the geometric shape in. That was California Coral, and again, that's another Behr paint. I knew I was going to, like before I started the mural, I did a little sketch. You would have seen me holding it when I was painting that, when I was sketching the vase that went in that corner. So I knew, I had in my head what color I wanted it to be, and I didn't own that color, and I didn't want to use up all my paints trying to mix that color. So I went to Home Depot and had a look at their paint swatches, brought some home, and chose the one that was closest to what I wanted. And I just got, they have the little tester jars, like you saw it in the video. It's just little small jars, which is great. I've done that a few times, either when I'm really not sure what color I want to choose, or if I have something small to paint and I don't need like a whole gallon of paint. So I got that, and I'm using it in the flower as well. And what I also did, I took some of that paint, like the Behr paint, and I mixed it with my Liquitex basic paints to get different tones. And it worked fine. Like you can see it in that flower. Like that is me using the California Coral mixed with some other paints to create different tones to make that flower. So, I don't know. I tried it and it worked. And for the rest of the paint, like here, I'm using Liquitex Basics. And before I like really dove into some of the things, like this flower, I didn't mix the paint ahead of time. I had, I do feel I had that one blue turquoise, like the lighter shade. I feel like I had that one mixed beforehand, and then I just added some more on my palette there. But for like greens, and I think there was a shade of blue, like almost a navy. There was some paint that I did mix ahead of time before I even started my mural. I just went to the dollar store and I got some containers, and I used my Liquitex Basics paints, and I mixed some colors. So I had like 3 different shades of green at the ready, because I knew there was going to be a lot of greenery in the mural. And I did the dark blue, like a navy, because I didn't have a navy paint that I really liked. You saw I bought a carbon black paint, like a Behr, and honestly, I didn't use it a whole lot. I think I kept forgetting that I had it, but I used it for the vase and for the bird's eye, and I don't recall using it much more, which is a shame, but it's black. I'm sure it'll get used. What else did I want to note? Oh, when I started, like, I bought a paintbrush at Home Depot because I was thinking, you know, it's a big wall. It's not like I'm painting in my art journal or on a canvas. So I thought I could use a bigger paintbrush, and I found this one that was like, the tip on it I thought would be great for doing the leaves and stuff like that, and being able to get fine and being able to, you know, flatten the paintbrush a bit more to cover more area. I thought it would be perfect. And you would have seen that I did start using it when I was painting those 2 green leaves there up in the left corner. But I don't know, I just couldn't get a feel for it. I didn't care for the brush, the way the paint was coming out on the wall. And I stopped using it, and I ended up doing my whole mural using just my regular paintbrushes that I do for everyday use, like art journaling and painting on canvases. And that's what worked best for me. So I suggest, if you're ever going to paint a mural, just use what you're comfortable with, because if you're using something that you're just not feeling it and you can't, it just doesn't feel right, I feel like it's going to show in your work. So that's my opinion. This flower here is my absolute favorite. I always feel like I'm tooting my own horn or something, and it feels braggy, but when I did that flower, I fell in love. Like, I was so proud of it, and I couldn't believe that I had done it, and it just made me so happy. And I'm like, okay, this mural is going to turn out okay. So yeah, I think that's all the notes that I have for you. So I'll go back to playing some music, and if I think of anything else that I want to share, I'll pop back on.
Anywhere you say, anywhere you say, anywhere.
Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.